Hello and welcome back to Survival Challenge. So we are in December, the next month, and our hemp is still growing, so it's growing very well, but I reckon maybe the next month, I'm hoping January, it is ready to harvest. So in the meantime, I have decided, so there's a couple things I'd like to do. The first is, I need to find my plough. I believe it's over here. I do want to sort of sketch out another field. I know that seems a bit ambitious and a bit crazy at this point, considering we need a few other things doing. But for now, I think that is going to be what I'd like to do, because didn't really put much thought into what crop to put in here, because it was just a new crop to try. But I would like to drill something in that we could, well, that we could sell straight off the field. Not that we can't with this, but we'll have a much reduced price, unfortunately. Right, so we'll make our way to... I have a bit of an idea of what I'd like to do, but let's have a look. We'll head over here and see. So this area where I currently hold equipment, I reckon I probably want that to be like the house area. I'll have a road coming through here, like where I am right now, probably like this and coming around versus the hill, because it's a bit steep. And then yeah, we could have a yard in the flat area on the other side of the greenhouse, and yeah, we've got loads of flat area here. But let's get nice and zoomed out to have a look. So I'm thinking if I start at the base of this little hill, so like pretty much here, and head towards the greenhouse. Now that could actually be quite good. If I go, I'm thinking about here, and then if I go all the way down, not all the way, but if I come straight down to the end of the greenhouse even, well, we could even go to the beginning of the greenhouse. I think we'll have enough room for the pallets. Should be fine. Worst case scenario, we can always put in another track or something like that. But I think, yeah, if we go from here and go down, and then I'd like to curve this part of the field around the trees a bit. It might make harvesting a bit easier. Tell you what, let's break ground, because what else are we going to do? And allow create fields. There we go. So we'll just pull this as straight as possible this way. There should be enough room to get in with the front loader, I reckon. We'll just go to the very end of the greenhouse. Yeah, that should be fine. There's loads of room. Right, we'll go like that. And I'll go back to this side. Right, just turn around. So I'll go... Well, I guess it's not quite very straight, is it? I guess it's in line with the greenhouse, which is all that matters. Now, I'll take this bit and go... Because I was using this as a path, but it's just so steep. I'd rather go around this way. So if I take... I might just to get rid of these bushes, I think I'll go back just a bit. Just a bit. Yeah, just before the hill. So maybe like here or something. Drop it down. I'll just connect this up with that. Perfect. Now we can go to the mark that we just made here and go around. I'm going to put a curve on it ever so slightly, just to follow the hill down. Alright, so we'll drop that there, and we'll go like this, and we'll curve it like that. It's a bit wider than I wanted to go, but that's alright. Let's just keep following this curve until Yeah, well, yeah, let's... Yes, very good. Right, that should be about lined up. Let's go to the other side and see, because this will be a bit of a smaller field, but at least we'll have another field. I know it's a bit hilly, but we won't be putting any placeables there for certain, so might as well put a field in. Oh, we've got a 5th box of sunflowers as well. Very exciting. I mean, well, let's see, how far is our boundary? Right, we do have rain coming, I was checking to see, but it's not until 11, which is probably when we'll start cutting some trees. Right, so as you can see, this is gone, the treed area, yeah. So, it's straight from, once it's done it'll look much better, but yeah, so that's quite a curve, and then how far can we go? Should I just go all the way? Go on then. Yeah, we'll go as far as we can, and then yeah, let's go as far as we can. Why not? It's another big field though. It's alright. It's gonna be another big field, yeah. Alright, that's fine. As I said before, it's not like we have to do the whole thing. Yeah, this will be fine. Now I'll just go straight down this way. I wonder if I should go straight that way. Yeah, let's do that. Because then we can at least keep the angle of the field. Perfect. Right, so we'll just go down until we pretty much meet up with that bit. And then we'll connect them, and then we have another field. It's actually another massive field. Right, it looks like I was trying to turn in here or something. Oh yeah, that should be very nice. Very nice indeed. Let's just have a look. Yeah, if we go straight to it. To try and keep as much of that straight line as possible. And there we have it. Yeah, that's alright. We can touch that up if need be later on. Right, so we now have another field done. I think, yeah, we'll probably go up this way and around, and then just come straight down the other way. Should be fine. I can zoom in a bit. There we go. Alright, so let's have a look. Okay, it's smaller, it's definitely smaller, but it's not that much smaller. Right, so what we'll do is we'll plough this up until it starts to rain, and once the rain starts, then we will move over to doing some logging, and then hopefully by that time, well, we'll see where we are by then, because, yeah, this episode will be primarily sorting out that. We might even hop into January and harvesting in this episode, but I don't think so. We'll just have to wait and see. But yes, we will crack on with the ploughing, and then at the very least, once we do the wood and do some chopping, for the most part it'll be jump cut right? I think it's better to do more or less jump cutting of the chopping of the wood, just because it is quite a bit of faffing about, and it does take a while as well. So I'd rather put in, you know, a time lapse of this or something like that. Whereas with the wood cutting, it's quite hectic, moving around a lot and that. So, anyways, let's crack on with this, and we'll see you again once it starts to rain. Right, well, this is a stump that's in the ground, obviously. I didn't even notice it when I went over it before. It can't have been the first time I went over it. That is a bit unfortunate. It seems it's not too much of an issue, and I reckon that's the only one that's in this area, hopefully, but we shall see. Also, I'm very surprised that the rain has not come yet, because it usually comes earlier than when it says it's going to, but now it's just about 11:30 and no rain yet. Not complaining about it. I would like to get the field finished before we start and move on to other tasks. Look at how crooked that is. This is why I was missing bits. Right, we'll get this tidied up. Not long left. We've got about half the field done, I reckon. And then, yeah, we'll have it all done hopefully before it rains, but if not, then we'll stop when it rains and we'll do some logging. Alright, well, there is the rain, so we'll get out of the field. I suppose we could probably leave the plough in the field, ready to go for the next time. Yeah, I'll just set it down and leave it there, and we will go and get our trailer and cut some trees down to earn a little bit of extra money. You know, I've just had a thought. When I ploughed this field, I was using the Super Tiger, so I had 35 horsepower, which means now that I have 60 with the John Deere, I wonder if I should look at a new plough. Well, let's look at the sails. Right, it's all very nice, but yeah, don't reckon that's going to happen. Oh, you have to plant the cranberries, that's cool. Right, ploughs. So that's the one we have. That's the only one we have. And right, never mind. Let's go over to the trees and start cutting them down. Sorry, I'm just thinking of which side. So I might just go back on this side. Hello, dears. Don't be scared. Oh, don't run in front. Right, so this is a perfect path. We can go around the field like this, and yeah. Oh no, that's a big stump. Right, so we'll slowly bring this inward from here, I reckon, because this is all quite flat as well. So I think if we can, well, who knows what this will be? Could be more field. It could. Who knows? We've got lots of opportunity. Well, to expand the farm. Right, so I will probably turn this around, cut my trees sideways. Go in here actually. Oof, these are big stumps. Need to be very careful. Right. Let's begin. So as I've said, I will take down trees in a jump cut versus a time lapse. I don't know. I was watching back one of the original time lapses with the chopping, and frankly, any other videos I've seen with it, it's just, yeah, it's a bit much. So, right, we'll cut down this tree, we'll put it on, and then we'll get cracking on chopping down some bigger trees as well. I do like to put a base of small trees, because then we can extend it out as well, which is quite nice. So when we put the bigger logs on, they have something to sort of support them, I guess. Just need to be careful, sometimes they're very long. Oof, that one's very, very long. Right, put this right there. Put that one up against it. There we are. Perfect. Right, we'll carry on like this. See you very soon. Alright, well, this is the first load of wood of the day, and it is quite a good one as well. Just got to watch out for all the stumps in the ground. Yes, the rain is really coming in. I am very happy that I put that field exactly where it is, because it's just at the bottom of the hill. And it gives me a nice guideline of kind of where to follow as well, and where I guess my dirt path will go once we put it in. Right, I've also realized that I bought this tractor used, and I never did repair it. So if you can see the, yeah, it's in need of repair, so I'll probably do that as well. Let's see, 777. Let's try it. Could you imagine? Oh, 6396. It's alright. My guesses are not that accurate, but that's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. Now, I'll probably use about 1,500 of it to repair the tractor. Maybe 1,000. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, getting caught. And... oh, well. Yes. Everything else is absolutely fine. Oh, go on then. £3 to repair that as well. Excellent. So it's not green because... oh, maybe it never is green. Anyways, excellent. So it's still raining heavily. And let's have a look at our map actually and see how we're getting on. So as you can see, this is growing and it should be ready to harvest in, well, I would say next month. This one here is coming along. What I reckon we'll do then is we'll go and get another load of wood, because we also need to buy a baler after we harvest. So yeah, we'll go go cut some wood, and then we'll see where we're at. If the rain is continuing, I mean, what else am I meant to do? I might as well carry on with the collecting of the wood. Alright, and the last piece can go... it's quite full. Perfect. Usually that is my deciding factor when I have to jump to place them. Then it's probably pretty full. It's very full. I reckon this is actually a bigger load than the last. Oh, avoid the stump. Oh. Right. So, what we'll do is we will... oh my gosh, please do not tip. Yeah, I really need to get the stumps cleared out. Anyways, we will sell these logs, and then we'll hook back up to the plough and finish the field. But first, we have to see what can we get from this massive load of wood. Alright, I'm gonna say at least 6,700. Oh my god, 6,700 exactly! That's mental. Well, that's definitely the best guess I've ever had. Right. Well, we will park up the trailer here for now, and we'll attach to the plough, and in a quick time lapse we shall complete the field. We do have, yeah, it's quite a bit of the field is remaining, but it shouldn't take us too long, and then I want to get this done at least so that in the next episode we should be able to harvest our hemp crop. I don't want to have to skip a month. What's going on? Oh, right. So is it every time you disconnect? Let's try test it out. That is a nice little safety feature, that. Right, that just ensures that you cannot accidentally tear up some ground you do not want to. Nice little feature, that. Right, well, we'll crack on with this. I reckon it might... well, I think we'll get it done before dark. But, yeah. Pretty successful day, I would say, considering we now have £43,983 in the bank after all the wood sold. Mind you, 27 of that will go to the harvester, and then whatever's left will have to go towards the baler. There are a couple of baler options. I don't want to get a conventional baler if I can help it, because that's what, 100 bales versus maybe 5, you know what I mean, that amount, because they are just so small. Luckily I can pick them up by hand, but we do have the front loader here now, so should be able to pick up some bales. We shall see. Anyways, we'll crack on with the field, get it ploughed. Alright, well, if we look at the field now, the fact that we actually have a field is pretty amazing here as well. But yeah, we are just about finished, so I reckon these last little bits I could probably, yeah, just tidy up off camera. But the, yeah, let's see. So I was just thinking about what the next move would have to be then, because if we have this ploughed up, it means we can put fresh crop in right away. Probably we'll put something in the ground in the next day, because we, well, it might be after the next day. At least we have a field ready to go for the time when we do have a crop ready to put in. And I am very tempted by a root crop, but the only problem with that is that the machinery is very expensive. Maybe that's something we could do later on. I did come across a very cheeky beet harvester, similar to one that I enjoyed using in FS19, and it's very small and basically just picks them up off the ground. You don't need a topper, which is quite nice. It's an all-in-one kind of thing, but it's very small, and it just dumps them, right? So to collect them, we would need a bucket, but we do have the front loader, so it's not impossible to do that. So we shall see. Right, we'll get these bits tidied up, and we'll see when it's done. All right, well there we have the field all done. That stump is the only thing that's wrong with this field. I must have gotten rid of any others, unless this one was just that far out. I just don't get it, because I should be able to chop it away. It almost looks like the bottom of it is gone. It's very strange. There was a green... Yeah, but I need red, not green, because when it goes red, that means I can get rid of the stump. Great. Don't necessarily want to... Oh! Hey! Yay! Fantastic! Yay! Alright. Well, I think that is probably all we're going to be doing for the rest of this episode. That was actually a worry of mine. Now it's all gone. Fantastic. So yes, this is quite the hill. I suppose we could have a bit of a shortcut near the rocks there. But that is... I just want to make sure... Okay, limit to fields. Don't want to have that incident again. But right, yeah, we can stick this right in there with our other implements. And, as I say, that will do for this episode. Right, well, beautiful day. Beautiful end to the day. We have, just to recap, we have our field. You know it would be quite fun? Let's go into the air and have a look at what we've created. Right, so there's our beautiful hemp crop. As you can see, it's coming along very nicely. It should be ready to harvest in the next episode, crossing my fingers. And over here we have our new field, freshly ploughed, with it should have a fresh state of fertilizer as well, as we've ploughed in the ground. I do like this curve here. I mean, we could straighten it out later on, but it lets us kind of drive through here and yeah, up this way and out. So it's got a nice path. Probably going to put a path in here as well, just because we need access to the greenhouse, and our implement storage, which is a patch of grass in front of our field, near our tent. That's all. Right, well, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, take care, and bye for now.